Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Welcome back everybody, I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of exploring the mountains of Taiwan. And the vocabulary words are discovery.
Discovery.
The scientists feel that their discovery could be the most important one of the century.
Wow. Faint.
Faint.
As I walked into the house, I was greeted with the faint smell of baking cookies.
Ooh, smells yummy. Curious.
Curious.
I was curious to find out why Claire left school so suddenly.
I know, that was weird.
What happened?
I don't know. Empty.
Empty.
My cat settled into the empty box and took a nap.
Aww.
So cute.
I know. Secret.
Secret.
Tina found a secret message written on the back of the painting. Ooh, that is so cool. Okay, it's a secret.
Don't tell them, it's a secret.
It's a secret, okay.
Okay, so last time you had mentioned that you can go to, there's mountains all over Taiwan. What's your favorite place to explore in the mountains in Taiwan?
What's my favorite place? Like, you mean favorite mountain?
Yeah, or a place in the mountains. Have you been to like Toroko Gorge?
Yes, I have, and it's absolutely amazing.
So spectacular.
Yes,
right?
and the view is definitely beautiful.
But there are a lot of tourists.
I know,
right?
I know. But then again, like you mentioned last time, maybe within Toroko Gorge, there are some places where you can go with, just fewer tourists, right?
I'm sure.
Like secret spots.
If you're a local, you will know the places that are off the beaten path, right?
That's right.
That could be more dangerous.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, I'd like to hike off of the beaten path, with the little paths where nobody else goes, and I've seen several snakes. Basically ran into several snakes before.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever been bitten by the snakes?
Luckily, I've always seen them in time before I actually ran into them. But the last time I went hiking pretty recently, I wasn't really paying attention, and then from the corner of my eye, I saw a snake. It was probably about that far away from me, and his head was out.
Okay.
But as soon as he saw me, he started to back up. And
he backed up.
Yeah, he backed up, and we both, whoa.
So you have to be really cautious, very careful, because some of these snakes can be poisonous.
I think a lot of them are poisonous.
Yes, that's right. Well, it's fun to explore the mountains.
That's what makes it so fun, is it's a little bit dangerous, but be careful.
Adventure.
Yay!
Okay, let's learn more about the mountains of Taiwan.
Yay!
Ding ding.
Exploring the mountains of Taiwan.
For days, I rode my scooter without any destination through great stretches of the Taiwanese countryside. Somewhere in Taoyuan, I stopped to stretch my legs. It was here that I made a surprising discovery. As I stood beside my scooter, I noticed a faint path that led into the forest. I was curious, so I followed it to an old road that was overgrown with grass and small trees. From there, the road took me to a small temple with crumbling walls.
Today's lesson is called Exploring the Mountains of Taiwan, Part 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and we're joining our exciting adventurous traveler as they travel across the Cross Island Highway from west to east, east to west, through the mountains of Taiwan. This is a trip, actually, I've always wanted to make. I've never been far down that highway. It sounds great.
What are you waiting for?
I know, I should do that.
Hit the road.
I should hit the road, and I'll definitely want to see the Bilu sacred tree, a tree that's older than pretty much anything I can think of, except maybe the pyramids in Egypt.
And China, 5,000 years of history.
Well, sure, but it's an idea more than, 3,200 years old that tree's been standing there, and the traveler mentioned that, along with Yushan and Toroko Gorge and those famous places, seeing that tree as a storm was coming nearer was really a memorable experience. The tree made them feel very calm and relaxed. So that was one of the things that you wouldn't expect to see on a trip across an island, but you see it, you're there at the time it happes, and wow, what a memory.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get back on the saddle and start riding. Yeah, we're not going to get back on a saddle. We're not going to ride a horse, no, but our author here is riding a scooter, so let's get back on the scooter for now. For days, our author writes, I rode my scooter without any destination through great stretches of the Taiwanese countryside, and somewhere in Taoyuan, I stopped to stretch my legs. So they drove and drove and drove, and then they stopped.
And it was here in this remote part, I guess, of Taoyuan, it was here that I made a surprising discovery.
The airport.
Not the airport, and not a shopping mall either, probably. So let's find out about the surprising discovery after Jeff tells us what the heck is a discovery.
Yeah, I went to Taoyuan and I made a big discovery.
What did you find?
Found the airport.
No,
that's not the way that discoveries work. Normally, when you discover something, you find something new. You find something that someone else hasn't found, let's say. So let's say you find something that was hidden, something that's new to people, something that's unfamiliar to people. If that's the case, you make a discovery. For example, the scientists feel that their discovery could be the most important one of the century. So there you go. It's kind of a big deal. It's not like finding a gigantic airport that millions of people use in the middle of Taoyuan. That would not be a discovery. Anyways, this person is stretching, they're next to their scooter, and then they make their discovery.
That's right, so let's find out about it. As I stood beside my scooter, stretching my legs after a few hours of driving, it's nice to get off the scooter. So as I stood beside my scooter, I noticed a faint path that led into the forest.
Is that the discovery?
Wow, maybe Gandalf lives down there.
Or maybe the discovery's at the end of this faint path?
It could be at the end of the faint path, exactly right. Often if you see a forest path disappearing off into the trees, you might want to follow it. If it's a faint path, that means you can barely see it. It's not wide, it doesn't have signs saying path here, walk this way. No, it's just there, and if you didn't look, if you weren't stopped there, standing there looking around, you probably wouldn't notice it. Something faint, this adjective means it's just a little bit there. It's there, but if you don't pay attention, if you're not looking, you could easily totally miss it. All right, if you smell something, do you smell that? It's not a strong odor, it's not a strong smell, it's just a little bit. That would be a faint sound. For example, as I walked into the house, I was greeted with a faint smell of baking cookies, just a little hint of cookie baking. It wasn't being hit in the face with the smell of cookies. It was just a little bit carried in the breeze.
It was almost there. Almost not there,
Almost
I should
not
say.
there,
But,
yeah.
I can smell that. Those are cookies. Anyways, there's a faint trail. So the traveler sees this and they go, oh, I've got to follow this faint
maybe
trail.
push a few branches aside.
Because they're curious. Yes, they say, I was curious. So I followed it, the faint trail, the faint path, to an old road that was overgrown with grass and small trees. If you are curious, you want to find out about something. You want to learn as much as you can about that thing. Curious people, very often they hear something and they are filled with questions. They want to know as much as they can. For example, I was curious to find out why Claire left school so suddenly. Why is that? Why did she leave? Anyways, forget about Claire for now. We've got a path and a road, and a discovery awaits us, I believe.
That's right. The faint path led to this sort of overgrown road that obviously nobody uses very much anymore. And from there, the road took me to a small temple with crumbling walls. So the walls of this little temple are falling down. Obviously, no one uses the temple very much anymore. This is kind of like a discovery. You found a place that it looks like or it feels like no humans have been there for a very long time. How interesting. We'll find out more after the break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们的课文作者呢，用骑机车的方式造访台湾山林古道。那在这趟的冒险旅程当中，他有看到树龄3200年的碧绿神木。 Mike 老师在开场的时候，他用到 adventurous。我们学到 adventure 是冒险，去 e 加 ous 就变成形容词 adventurous， 表示勇于冒险的、惊险的。好，那老师还说，除了金字塔，他想不出有什么比碧绿神木还古老的物品了。那么 pyramid。Pyramid 这个字就表示金字塔或者是三角锥体。好，那么 Jeff 老师说，接着我们要跟着作者回到马鞍上面继续前进。好 ，saddle saddle 是马鞍，可是作者不是骑马啊。好，那其实 saddle 也可以用来表示说这个骑脚踏车啊，或者是摩托车的那个坐垫。好，那么作者接着写到说，几天下来，他漫无目的的骑车穿越台湾乡间，那么后来停在桃园某个地方，让他的腿伸展一下。这时候他发现一条通往森林的小径，那沿着这一条不明显的小路，他来到一座墙壁摇摇欲坠的小庙。好，这边有3个单字 ，discovery 是名词，它表示发现或是被发现的事物。Faint 是形容词，形容不清晰的、微小的或是暗淡的。那么 curious 它是形容词，形容好奇的、求知欲强的。接回到课文中。
Exploring the Mountains of Taiwan.
The temple was empty, except for an old man who was drinking tea. I was shocked to see him, but wanted to know more about this secret place. We couldn't speak the other's language, so instead we quietly drank tea and smiled at each other. After I finished my cup, I thanked him and left. I sometimes wonder if he's still there with a teacup in his hand. Does he remember the time a stranger found his lost temple?
Okay, so what did our tourist discover? A temple. And the temple was empty.
No.
There was nobody there.
No.
And then he turned around, or she turned around and went home.
No, almost.
Discovery complete.
No, almost.
Oh.
They found this old temple with the crumbling walls like no one had been there. And you would think that the temple was empty, except we read the temple was empty except for an old man who was drinking tea. A tea-drinking old man was sitting there in this sort of empty, abandoned temple. So the temple wasn't technically empty, but almost empty. If something is empty, there's nothing inside. There is nothing there. It's got nothing in it. You can put things in it, and there's lots of space because it is 100% with nothing in it. It is 100% empty. The opposite, of course, would be full. If your glass is full, there's lots to drink. If your glass is empty, you're not going to get much out of it because there's nothing inside of it. For example, the cat settled into the empty box and took a nap. If the box was full, the cat would sit on top of the box, but not in the box.
Anyways, yes, it wouldn't have been much of a discovery to find an empty temple.
Well,
there
it
it was, entirely empty, devoid of anything. And then I went home. But no, there was a temple. That's pretty cool. But inside, there was this guy sipping on some tea. Now,
who is this man? What is he doing
The author
there?
says, I was shocked to see him. Yeah, what are you doing here? This person was shocked to see this man, but wanted to know more about this secret place. Yes, this is empty, but is it also filled with secrets? Perhaps. Anyways, here we've got this word secret, okay? Very often, people use this word as a noun. Psst, let me tell you a secret. But you can also use this word secret as an adjective. Yeah, the adjective secret describes something that is a secret. Yes, this word describes something that's not commonly known. Not a lot of people know about it. Usually it's only known of by a few people, and they don't tell these things to other people. They keep their secrets. They don't tell their secrets to others. Anyways, before we move on, let's take a look at an example sentence for the adjective secret. For example, Tina found a secret message written on the back of the painting. It was secret. She discovered it. First person to see it in a long time.
That's right. Nobody knew about it. It was a big secret. All right, so there we go. There's this old man sitting in this temple. What's his story? What's going on? Well, remember, the traveler is a tourist, doesn't, speak a lot of Mandarin Chinese, so we couldn't speak the other's language. So instead, we quietly drank tea and smiled at each other. And then the traveler writes, after I finished my cup, I thanked him and left. I just stopped there for a little break, shared this little moment in time with this mysterious old man, and that was it. Then I went back to my journey.
They couldn't communicate, so I guess the secrets of that temple will stay there. It's not empty, just filled with secrets. Amazing. Anyways, next the author writes, I sometimes wonder if he's still there with a teacup in his hand. Does he remember the time a stranger found his lost temple? Wow. More questions than answers, but that's okay. Anyways, folks, it's now time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
作者沿着小路来到一座看起来像是被废弃的庙。那么庙里面呢，有一名正在喝茶的老人。除了那一位老人之外，整间庙空荡荡的。作者想要多了解这个秘境，可是语言不通，只能安安静静的坐在那边喝茶，彼此微笑。先来看两个单字 ，empty。empty， 它是形容空的、空无一人的。老师们刚刚用到 devoid。devoid， 它是形容缺少的。我们常常用 devoid of something 来表达缺乏某事物。那老师还有用到 abandoned，abandoned，abandoned 是形容弃置的、舍弃不用的。好，下一个单字 secret。secret 可以当名词表示秘密，那在这边当形容词形容秘密的或是机密的。好，那刚刚说除了那位老人之外，整间庙空荡荡的。课文这边用到片语介系词 except for 加名词或动名词，可以表达除了什么什么以外就没有什么什么，用来表达 except for 后方的人事物是不包括在内的。例如 Everyone passed the exam except for Ron。除了 Ron 之外，所有的人都通过考试了。好，那接着回到课文中。
Exploring the Mountains of Taiwan.
From unknown temples to ancient trees, Taiwan's mountains are filled with surprises. If you're interested in exploring them yourself, all I can say is, adventure awaits.
Okay, everyone, it's time to wrap up our lesson. I don't know about you guys, but I had a fantastic time reading about this person's experiences as they explored Taiwan. But anyways, let's wrap things up. From unknown temples to ancient trees, Taiwan's mountains are filled with surprises. Yeah, I love mountains, but I'm not a huge fan of camping. So usually if I'm going to go to the mountains, it won't be an extended trip. I'll usually go on a hike that might last a couple of hours, and then that's it.
Okay, or you could find a nice mountain inn or somewhere to stay overnight to continue your journey. Maybe not. All right, back to the article.
I like my home and my bed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, quick day trips to the mountains. So if you're interested in exploring them yourself, all I can say is adventure awaits. That's right. Don't be afraid to have a little bit of an adventure. Go off the beaten path. See where that little mysterious path in the woods will lead you. I'm sure it'll be somewhere exciting and interesting, and that will make your journey truly, truly special. So here's a question. Would you ever take a trip without having a plan? You just go somewhere just to go.
As I just alluded to, I'm kind of a homebody. I like to sleep in my own bed. I like to stay in my own house. If I go to the mountains, and the mountains are great, I take a day trip. I know where I'm going and how long I will be there. So, will I ever take a trip without having a plan? I don't think I could do that because I would like to be on a schedule and I would like to be able to get back to my apartment so that I can sleep in my own bed in comfort. There you go.
All right, so how about you guys? Would you like to take a trip with a good plan, a good schedule, everything laid out? Or are you more like the writer of our story and you like to go somewhere with no plan and see where life takes you, what adventures you'll have? Well, either way, travel safe, travel well, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you back here very, very soon. Until then, bye-bye.
作者认为，从不知名的寺庙到古老的树林，台湾的山林间充满了惊喜。他最后就写到说：“如果你有兴趣亲自探访，我能说的就是冒险等着你。”好，这边用到2个重点。第一个 ，if 引导条件句是用来表达可能发生的情况。它在指未来的情况时 ，if 子句的动词要用现在式来代替未来式哦。但是它的句型就是 if 主词加动词，逗号。主词加上 can、will 或者是 may， 再加原形动词，可以用来表达说如果怎么样怎么样，什么什么可以怎么样，将会怎么样，或是可能会怎么样。我们来看3个例句。If you finish your homework, you can go to the park. 如果你写完功课，你就可以去公园咯。第2个例句。If it rains tomorrow, we will stay home and watch TV. 如果明天下雨，我们将会待在家里看电视。那第3个例句 ，If she practices more, she may win the competition. 如果她多练习，她可能会赢得比赛。好，第2个重点。All I can say is 什么什么，或者是 All that I can say is 什么什么，就表示我能说的就是点点点。那么 all 在这边是当代名词，就相当于 the only thing， 后面接关系子句 that I can say 来修饰，这个 that 可以省略不用。那要特别注意哦，这个主词 all 它要视为单数，所以我们动词是搭配 is， 然后之后可以接名词来当主词补语，像是All I can say is good luck. 我只能说祝你好运了。那看了这2天的课文，同学们会想跟作者一样来一趟毫无计划随性的冒险之旅吗？ Charles 老师刚刚有间接提到说，他对这种行程啊没兴趣，他很宅的。老师这时候用到 allude 这个动词 allude，allude 可以表达间接提到或者是暗指、影射，后面常常会搭配介系词 to。老师还有说到 homebody。homebody 就是表达宅男宅女喜欢待在家的人。好，那么以上今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Hello， 各位同学，大家好，我是建安老师。我们今天带大家看一下照片描述题的常用句型。我们今天 focus 的句型是这个主词加上 have、has， 后面加上 pp， 对不对？这个 pp 是 been。后面再加上一个 BPP， 所以 be 动词加上 PP 它是被动式，所以这是什么？被动式的完成式。在图片呢，它的长相就会这个样子哦。它可能会句型说，这个东西已经被怎么样的，所以等一下在听的时候特别注意一下这一个句型它的使用哦。好，我们就直接开始。
A. There is a laptop next to the files. B. The documents have been arranged in a pile. C. The folders have been placed on the bookshelf. D. The stack of files is far from the phone.
我们再听一次好了，这一题慢慢的哈，但是呢有一些单字可能大家比较不熟悉，所以我们再试一次。
A. There is a laptop next to the files. B. The documents have been arranged in a pile. C. The folders have been placed on the bookshelf. D. The stack of files is far from the phone.
OK， 根据我的指示，这个答案呢是 B。Alright， 我们来听一下。
A. There is a laptop next to the files.
There is a laptop.
B.
Laptop next to the file. Laptop 呢就是这个笔记型电脑，就是膝上型 laptop， 它在你的 lap 上面，对不对 ？LAP 是你的大腿 laptop。OK，there's a laptop。但是这边没有看到 laptop 嘛
There is a laptop next to the files.
Next to the files， 我现在旁边的是什么？是电话，所以这个不是哦。
B. The documents have been arranged in a pile.
OK， 答案是这个。The documents 文件是在这边 have been arranged into a pile，P-I-L-E pile 是一叠的意思所以这个答案是对的。
C. The folders have been placed on the bookshelf.The
folders have been placed on a bookshelf. Have been placed 已经被放在 bookshelf 上面了。The folders have been placed 前面是对的，但是呢它不是在 bookshelf 上面，所以不对。
D. The stack of files is far from the phone.
Okay, the stack of file is far from the home. From the phone. 它呢这一叠资料呢离电话很远哦，但是这还蛮近的哦，这样一点都不远，好吗？距离只有这样。OK， 所以这边有几个单字哦，都是还蛮常见的哈，比如说 folder 哦，这个资料夹，这个字要会哈。那 the stack of file 这个 stack S-T-A-C-K 当动词当名词啊，它是同形的，它的意思就是叠堆叠。OK，there's a laptop next to the files， 这个是不对的，我们刚刚已经有说过了。好，那你们有没有注意到这边就是？ Have been 后面加上 PP have been 加上 PP 已经被怎么样怎么样，所以呢这个要注意一下咯。好，那我们来再看一题。
A.
There is a lot of traffic on the road.
B.
The car is stopped at a red light.
C.
Some people are waiting to cross the road.
D.
A billboard has been placed by the road.
All right， 我们再听一次。
A.
There is a lot of traffic on the road.
There is a lot of traffic on the road. 有吗？有很多 traffic 吗？不对嘛哈。
B.
The car is stopped at a red light.
The car is stopped at the red light. 这个车子有可能是静止的，但是呢，有可能是在跑，对不对？不知道。但是它后面什么 at a red light 在红灯前，这边看不到红灯，看不到 red light.
C.
Some people are waiting to cross the road.
Some people are waiting to cross the road. 可能，但是呢，这边没有人嘛，看不到。他可能在照片的旁边可能在这里人在这里，准备要过马路但是呢，你不知道的、看不到的就不能选。
People are waiting to cross the road.
OK.
D.
A billboard has been placed by the road.
All right， 所以答案就是这个哈。A billboard has been placed by the road。有一个告示牌 ，billboard 怎么样？已经被放在路边了。OK， 那因为这个是被动式的完成式，所以呢，里面没有人是 OK 的，因为它已经放好了，然后之后才离开，这样是 OK 的。那再次提醒哦。只要一点点错就是小错啊，一点点小错就是全错。然后呢，照片上没有出现的东西 ，some people 这个 red lights，OK，a lot of traffic 一大堆这个车子这个 traffic 它当交通，然后它有车流量的意思就是有很多车流量，很多车子，并没有 OK 好，所以呢，今天好，所以今天的句型就讲解到这边，我们下部影片见，拜拜。
欢迎来到一混淆字大解析 ，I'm Holly。
Welcome everybody, I am Shane.
好，我们今天的主题是什么时候要开始
Okay, now shall we begin?
？Let's just start.
Okay, we have two words, begin
Begin.
and start.
Start.
So begin, you saw the way I said that, right? Shall we begin?
Yes， 非常的正式。OK， 所以其实 begin 这个字比较有正式的感觉，就是开始着手什么事情。
对，是正式。Like for example, let us begin this meeting.
让我们开始这个会议吧。
Now, start is just 开始。
呀，所以它也是开始的意思，可是它就是没有说我现在要开始做什么事情，就是好像就开始很非常 casual 的。
Right, like let's start watching the movie.
Alright， 所以我们就来开始看影片吧。
如果我说 let's begin watching the movie， 你可能会看我什么事？有这么那么正式吗？
Yeah， 怪怪的。
Okay, so I think that's not very confusing then, right?
Yeah.
Simple.
Simple.
Why don't we do a little live action?
Yeah, let's go into live action. Shall we begin our business proposal?
You really want to start a people walking business? I know dogs need to be walked, but people?
Yes, I think there are many lonely people who would like to use an app to find a professional people walker to walk with them for an exercise, to chat, and keep them company.
I guess that makes sense. There are lots of people who need someone to talk to and to hang out with. So why not find somebody online who is professional and has good reviews?
That's right. Using apps for these types of services is starting to become more and more popular.
Where do we begin if we want to get an app like that started?
Let me start my computer and we can do some research.
Cool. I'm kind of excited.
Me too.